Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com and another morning drive. We're in my 2017 Porsche 991.2 Carrera, Miami Blue manual transmission, rear drive. And this begs the question, do we want a rear drive 911 or an all-wheel drive 911? Well, I've had two all-wheel drive 911s and one rear drive 911, and I'll kind of tell you the differences and what I like for both. So just to give you a history, this is my latest 911, the 2017. This is what they call a 991.2. This is a real bumpy road here, so forgive me. 991.2, so the second generation of the 991. And this car is turbo. So now getting a real 911 turbo is more like a trim level, because all the cars, including mine, base, have two turbos. And our ride is going to get destroyed by this slow car. So this is rear drive, and I wanted rear drive because my other 911s have always been all-wheel drive. So 993 turbo obviously was all-wheel drive. That was the first turbo all-wheel drive. The 964 turbos were single turbos, had a lot of turbo lag, only about 320 horsepower if I remember correctly. My car had 400 horsepower and twin turbos and all-wheel drive. My first 911 was a 996, and that's what you should do to get into your first 911. Get a 996, because that is the easiest way to get into your 911, and then you can always kind of upgrade from there. The C4S gave me the wide body that I love on the 996. I think the best looking 996s are the GT3, nice lake over here, are the GT3, the turbo, and then the C4S. So the C4S is essentially almost a turbo look car. It gives you the wide body, the brakes, the suspension of the turbo. Really the only thing you're missing is the turbo itself, but there's a big difference on the used market, probably $20,000 or $30,000. And when I was shopping used for my first 911 back in the day, I wish I could afford a turbo, couldn't swing it. I could barely afford a C4S. That C4S, even it was all-wheel drive. So all-wheel drive on Porsches really are to get the traction down, but I'm telling you, my C4S with snow tires, so you have the weight in the back, the all-wheel drive snow tires, was better in the snow than my wife's SUV. So it was truly an all-around car. So that's an advantage where I live in the Northeast, where the weather is bad at least 50% of the time, and it snows, and when it's not snowing, it's icy. For 3 months, all-wheel drive makes a lot of sense. Now we got the water on both sides of us here. Hopefully you can see that. And a rear drive car, you don't have that extra security, that extra grip. All right, let's go. But a rear drive car is more fun. If you're used to all-wheel drive in your daily driver, you may want an all-wheel drive 911. But if you have a little more skill, I highly recommend a rear drive car. These cars are, modern cars, 911s are so electronic compared to my 993 turbo. The 992, even though it's even faster than this 991.2, is a very electronic car. I almost feel like I'm playing Forza or Gran Turismo, because it's just so good. It even has a wet mode for when the roads are wet or slick, and I can tell you that these cars are very capable cars, even in rear drive. So it's not like you're driving a 993 rear drive car, or you're driving a 930 turbo and the rear end is going to come around. You really get plenty of notice in this car, and the electronics are here to really help you. How I used to feel it in my 996 or my 993 turbo is going downhill under braking. So if you're going down a hill, like we will be here, and then you have to hit the brakes, you will feel that rear end bias that the car does want to come around. Now the problem is on roads like this, is you got to make sure you don't hit any potholes, because that'll definitely pop your tire. But I think the rear-wheel drive is just more fun. The back end is really lively. On the all-wheel drive cars, the rear end is very planted, so you have a ton of grip. Even my 996 C4S had amazing levels of grip. I mean, amazing levels of grip. But here, the rear end, I could feel it moving around a lot, and it's very rear weight bias. So you don't have much front end grip. So when you drive the 911, you really have to use that rear end grip to your advantage. So it's almost like slow in, fast out. And we caught that slow car again. Slow in, fast out. So you're going to have all this grip coming out of the corner, and that's what you're going to use, even though you don't have much grip coming in. So I want to make sure that I come out the fastest way possible and go in a little slower to maximize corner exit. Some more lakes. Been waiting all year for this. All right, so that's the idea. I definitely love the rear drive car. I just like the car to be a lot more playful, and that's a big thing for me. All-wheel drive would definitely give you the grip. This is not an all-wheel. It's not an everyday driver for me, so I wanted the rear drive. I don't really use this car in winter if there's snow on the ground, so I wasn't putting winter tires on it. But if you want your 911 to be everything, say like an M3, one car that's going to do it all, then you probably, and you live in the Northeast, you probably want the all-wheel drive. Put a good set of snow tires, and you can easily use this car every day. It's very comfortable. 90% of the time, I don't drive with the sport shocks on it. I think the handling is just fine, because that road was so bumpy there that I didn't feel I needed the grip of the sport suspension. All right, guys, so that was our drive today. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments below whether you prefer the rear drive or the all-wheel drive. I think, to me, if you live in the Northeast, rear drive is like the fun weekend car. All-wheel drive is the daily driver, because you're going to use it every day, and it's going to rain 3 times a week and be icy every day in the winter. But let me know where you live and if you would choose rear drive or all-wheel drive. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.